says here, loud music sounded as though it was being played on a loop, a neighbor said. Her name, and then 20 years old, a graduate student who lives in the apartment below, said she heard techno-like, deep bass, reverberating music coming from that unit about midnight. And put her hand on the door handle. She felt it was unlocked, but she didn't know if he was in there and decided not to confront him. Loud music sounded as though it was being played on a loop. Techno-like, deep bass, reverberating music. Now, understand this. In organized gang stalking street theaters, in organized gang stalking expeditions, the electronic harassment is what is known is transmitted towards the target. It's what is known as the computer-to-brain feedback loop, where constant repetitive phrases and statements are repeated back towards a target in a non-stop circular loop. That's why they call it the computer-to-brain feedback loop. And this is done to keep a target in a constant neural loop of the same neural mental responses concerning the type of harassment they're being subjected to as a result of hearing the electronic harassment. And also, if you thoroughly take a look at this as well, it says here, in this article, it flat out says here that it was like a techno, let's see, where's the, a techno-like deep bassing, reverberating music. Techno-like deep bass. That's where you hear, like, when you hear, like, these idiots that go about down the street with their bass really loud in their cars, and it's a repetitive beat. Now, if you go to Tortured Tunes, ACLU, it's an ACLU article. It talks in there about how Guantanamo Bay prisoners who were being tortured were being subjected to non-stop loud rock music. Because what that does, and repetitive beats, are also known for mind control experimentation. Look, the only thing I'm doing right now is telling you the types of additional techniques that are used against mind control individuals. Because the beats are what they're used for is to keep a target distracted from their own thinking. And beats are used for, it's got something to do with the alpha and the beta rhythms of the brain waves of the human brain. And what they do is they keep a target distracted from their own thinking as a result of hearing these things in a non-stop loop. Okay, so this guy booby traps his house and then plays a non-stop non-stop loop of music, which means that the music was being repeated over and over and over again. This was done to distract the individuals that were coming to diffuse the booby trap so they couldn't think clearly. And this is why they, this is just another example. He was a neuroscience student, okay? So just this is what is known as an addendum. Just a sidebar notation in reference to what's already been stated in the YouTube videos that are in the comments feature of this one. Look below where my finger's pointing right now at. You're looking at a YouTube video. Look right below the YouTube video volume bar and look in the comments feature, and you're going to see some videos that are literally going to open your eyes up literally to things that you had no idea that are going on in the American community right now. And I want you to also understand something as well. When you look at this ACLU Tortured Tunes webpage, look very closely at the very first comment that was made on that concerning that ACLU's news article, and I'm comment number 6. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. I'm a target of what is known as organized gang stalking. And organized gang stalking targets experience remote neural monitoring, remote neural influencing, and remote neural stimulating, electronic harassment, which is known as the microwave auditory effect, and scalar projected audible distinguishable aerial harassment. And we're subjected to non-stop repetitive, it's called psychic driving. Irvin Cameron developed that technique in his, it's for repatternization. They're repatternization techniques in order to try and repatternize the brain, its neural pathways, in reference to the additional programming that happens towards a target when they're sleeping, Yeah, and through neurolinguistic techniques that are brought about a target through direct conversation tactics of organized gang stalking expeditions. You have to do your research in order to understand what I'm saying. Look, if you just look at this video and you hear what I'm saying, you're thinking, what the hell is this? Well, I don't understand this. What is this woman crazy? Far from it. I'm an extremely educated woman. I'm here today to brief you on things that you don't know about so you can take what I'm saying and research them. This video is being made for mature audiences only, because only mature adults or mature teenagers will look at this video and say, there's something here that I might want to look at. And as a result of you looking at it, then you'll come to see the literal factual realities in reference to everything that I've already described. You won't be able to dismiss this and say this woman's crazy, because if you look at everything that I'm talking about in this video, you'll be able to see that what I'm talking about are patented technologies that are already all over the internet that you can research for yourself on your own. You cross-reference that information to psychotronics. Yeah. Neurocognitive weapons. Go to YouTube and type in bioethics, Timothy W., bioethics issues. Yeah. Cognitive weapons and brain entrainment. And you'll come to understand that innocent American citizens are being subjected to non-consensual human experimentation for the most criminal aspirations you can think of, including political agendas like possible gun control. My name is Leslie Williams. The only thing that I can do for you American citizens is tell you the truth. I don't make videos in order to sling and slingshot bullshit to you. I make these videos to inform you, so you can take what I state, research it, cross-reference it, synthesize it, scrutinize it, and come to understand the factual realities behind these expeditions. Go to Google and type in a gang stalking tech, everything you need to know. It's a manifesto of a manager of organized gang stalking crews. Thoroughly look at that. MK Ultra's flat out listed in it. Go to YouTube and type in David Larson. The Popeye, the Popeye videos down the rabbit hole. Thoroughly listen to everything he's got to say. James Walbert, Connie Marshall, Leslie Williams, which is me, Leslie Crawford, Jesus Mendoza. Okay, we are victims of some of the most heinous crimes that have ever been perpetrated towards innocent human beings, and we're kept isolated in these campaigns. And whenever we whistleblow about them, we're retaliated against either through assaults, threats, institutionalization, set up to be jailed. Yeah, because the government is behind these expeditions. They don't want you to know about them. You'll understand that just by looking at the Bioethics Commission, Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance's webpage. Understand this, and everything that I'm stating to you are literal, factual realities. Okay? There's not bullshit, it's not craziness, it's not delusional. These are literal, factual expeditions that are happening towards innocent, hundreds of thousands of innocent human beings right now in real time, and they're being used for some of the most criminal aspirations and motivations that your mind can conceive. And the only reason why I make these videos is to help you understand the truth. You know, let me ask you a question as being American citizens and looking at all the crazy criminal bullshit that's going on in our society. When was the last time you ever really saw truth at your doorstep? Look at what happened to Martin Luther King Jr. I mean, look at that good soul, what happened to him. Because he was trying to literally get America behind what is known as truth about how African Americans have been treated in our country. And look what happened to him. Every time truth comes knocking on the door, the criminals in our government knock down the truth teller. And I'm here today to tell you that my life is not worth 20. And I risk my life by exposing what I expose to help you see truth. Because at the end of the day, truth is what is going to protect you, it's going to protect your family, and it's going to open up your eyes about what's happening in our world, because these expeditions are going on worldwide. Organized gang stalking is directly connected to human experimentation, mind control, criminal aspirations and motivations like you would not believe, neural enslavement, and the only thing that I can do is tell you to your face that if you investigate these crimes, you'll be able to understand the factual reality behind them and who's involved. Make sure you please look at the comments feature of this YouTube video for additional YouTube videos that will literally open up your eyes to everything that I have stated to you in this particular video. I'm in San Diego, California. I'm a target of this crime, and I'm here to tell you today, fellow American citizens, the San Diego police are directly involved in this crime that's happening towards me. Okay? They are directly connected to individuals who are hosting, managing, directing and allowing these expeditions. And to give you a sidebar illustration to prove to you how prevalent these expeditions are, go to Google and type in organized stalking space universities. You'll get 7,600,000 responses. You're not getting those amount of Google generated responses for no reason. I'm in San Diego, California. I'm a target of these crimes, and I'm here to tell you today I am not crazy in any way, shape, or form. I do not do drugs at all. I do not drink. I do not sleep around, and I do not steal. I'm not engaged in any illegal activity whatsoever, and the government will set me up one way or another, okay, in order to contain me, to keep what I'm exposing from becoming known to the public, okay? And I'm here to today to just tell you the truth. And the only thing I can do is ask you to research what I've stated in this video. Thank you.